everyone stay safe as we continue to fight the spread. And we can protect those most vulnerable around us. With easy access to vaccination locations and the growing ability for more people to be protected, it's our best shot to keep moving forward. It's our best shot for a strong, healthy community. For more information, visit miamidade.gov/vaccine.
Good morning. It's Tuesday and it's 11 a.m., which means it's time for the FIU Music Hour on WDNA 88.9 FM, where we present live weekly performances in the WDNA Jazz Gallery and feature students, faculty, and alumni from Florida International University's Herbert and Nicole Wertheim School of Music and Performing Arts. I'm your host today and FIU faculty, Dr. Russ Spiegel, and along with our producer, Dr. Karen Velaz, we'd like to welcome you to our show. Whether you're listening to us at home, in your car, or live on WDNA.org/FIU, we are delighted to have you with us. Today, we are pleased to feature a very exciting group, the FIU Jazz Student Singing Combo, the Panthonics, under the leadership of Professor Lisanne Lyons, and featuring FIU Jazz vocalists Manny Garcia, Beatriz Guzman, Chris Myers, Kelly Perez, Isabella Rodriguez, and Chris Santiago, and backed up by Juan Tabon on the piano, Ricky Risquez on the bass, and Victor Sanchez on the drums. The Panthonics are a new, small vocal ensemble made up of highly skilled vocal and instrumental musicians from FIU. They explore challenging jazz, vocal, and instrumental and contemporary repertoire arranged by some of the leading vocal arrangers and composers in the industry. And the first tune we are going to hear is a Bob Dorough classic, The Devil May Care, and arranged by Kerry Marsh.
No cares for me, I'm happy as I can be. I've learned to love and to live, devil may care. No blues or woes, whatever comes later goes. That's how I take and I give, devil may care. When the day is through, I suffer no regrets. I know that she who frets loses the night. For only a fool dreams she can hold back the dawn. She who is wise never tries to revise what's past and gone. Live love today, let come tomorrow what may. Don't even stop for a sigh, it doesn't help when you cry. That's why I live and I'll die, devil may care. Devil may suffer no regrets. I know she who frets loses the night. For only a fool dreams she can hold back the dawn. She who is wise never tries to revise what's past and gone. Don't live out today, let come tomorrow. What may, don't even stop for a sigh. It doesn't help when you cry. That's why I live and I'll die. Devil may care. Devil may care. Da da ooh, da da oh, da da. Devil may care.
Amazing, amazing. Devil May Care. And what's our next song we're going to hear?
Our next song is As, composed by Stevie Wonder, and this arrangement is by Tim Brent. It will be featuring Chris Santiago and Isabella Rodriguez.
As around the sun, the earth knows she's revolving, and the rosebuds know to bloom in early May. Just as hate knows love's a cure, you can rest your mind assured that I'll be loving you always. As now can reveal the mystery of tomorrow, and in passing we'll grow older every day. Just as all is born is new, do know what I say is true, that I'll be loving you always. Until the rainbow burns the stars out of the sky. Always. The ocean covers every mountain high. Always. Until the dolphin flies and parrots live at sea. Always. We dream of life and life becomes a dream.
Did you know that true love asks for nothing?
Our acceptance is the way we pray.
Did you know that life has given love a guarantee?
To last through forever and another day. Just as time knew to move on since the beginning, and the seasons know exactly when to change. Just as kindness knows no shame, know through all your joy and pain, I'll be loving you always.
I'm living for tomorrow.
We just
Could make me the past, but that I mustn't fear. For I know deep in my mind the love of me I left behind. 'Cause I'll be loving you always.
until the day is night and night becomes the day. Until the dreams and seas just stop and fly away. Until the day that 8 times 8 is 4. Until the day that is the day that are no more. Until the day the earth starts turning bright to light. Until the ocean forth there's something I to tell. Until Mother Nature says her work is through. Until the day that you are me and I am
We all know sometimes life's hates and trouble.
and make you wish you were born in another time and space.
But you can bet that you love him that and twice it's double.
That got you exactly where he wanted you to be placed. Until the rainbow burns the stars out of the sky. Until the ocean covers every mountain high. Until the dolphin flies and parrots live at sea.
the Panthonics, FIU's jazz vocal ensemble, premier jazz vocal ensemble. And we have joining us in the studio Professor Lisanne Lyons. Nice of you to join us.
Thank you.
Yes.
Nice to be here.
So, a number of things. First of all, running a group like this is amazing. Why don't you tell us a little about how this all came about and how this works?
Oh, well, it's been a long time coming. I've been at FIU for a few years now, and my dream was to get a group such of this caliber for many years. And the thing is, when you start something from scratch, you have to develop a culture, which has never been, because we've never had a jazz vocal thing. So we had to start slow and just keep building and attracting talented students and teaching them, and they start teaching themselves. And they take the reins. And then I'm just enjoying the ride right now. So, so these students have, some of them have come back from masters, which is something that's, helped quite a great deal. And we have, and the synergy and the friendship that they have, it's just a passion and a commitment to excellence that just takes time to do it, and they're doing it. And they're all, I have to give a big, shout out to Manuel Garcia for, I think he likes doing this.
I got that impression too.
So he's kind of in his element because these are his friends, and we'll talk about it later, but he's very passionate about music and choral music, and I think he's part of the a cappella academy in the West Coast. So he's been doing this for a while, and I said, you know what, go forth.
So actually, this next question could apply to both of you, and that is, what challenges and issues are specific to a jazz vocal ensemble?
It's as opposed to
like just a regular
ensemble
or
vocal
just
ensemble,
Well,
I mean, a lot of it, you're combining the history of instrumental music along with the choral side of things. All the things that a big band would do or a jazz group would do, we're doing all that as well, just with our voices. And the harmonies are really very dense, and the rhythmic side of it, but they still have to tell a story with a lyric, and tell the story is very, very important as singers, because that's what we have over the instrumentalists. Sorry, guys, we have words.
Well, we tell a story, but not with words.
Yeah, you do tell a story, but we have that lyric aspect with the rhythmic aspect, so that's always a challenge for singers who are not used to doing that. So we're hoping to combine the best of both worlds together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is there anything you'd want to add to that?
I was just going to say, most of us didn't come from a jazz background, so it's kind of like learning a new language to a certain extent. A lot of it's this new vocabulary, aside from the typical things that you see in choral music or a cappella groups and stuff like that, which is just, your tone and intonation and things like that. You also have the rhythmic elements, the role that the consonants play in a phrase, like little things like that in other vocal genres you don't really get to really dig into. So I would say that was something that we all, I think at this point, we're pretty familiar with, but it was a long road to get there. Yeah.
I can imagine. And how do you go about choosing your pieces and arrangements?
Well, I've had a great mentor in the past, and in my opinion, we're doing a show no matter what we're doing. We're entertainers. And to pick material that has different grooves, different vibes, different moods, different colors, different arrangers, because they all bring their aesthetic. And I really, aside from the musical aspects, I really pay attention to the flow of a show and a variety, and also showcasing the talent. If somebody has, a great scatter or great whatever. So we try to pick tunes that feature their strengths. And of course, hopefully it's music they love to sing, because if they don't love to do it, you can beat them over the head and they're not going to do it. So, right. So hopefully, and they also bring ideas to the table.
So this may not be or this may be such a general question, it's not really easy to answer, but what would you say is maybe one of the most important things about playing or singing, in an ensemble like this?
I would just say it's the synergy that she mentioned earlier. Like, it doesn't matter if you bring the top 5 singers in the world and you put them together. If they don't have that synergy within them, it's not gonna be the sound that you're expecting from that amount of talent, you know? So it took a lot of, you know, talks and making sure that we were all on the same page about things and making sure that we enjoyed the music. A lot of mental aspects to singing that people don't really think about or talk about per se. But yeah, definitely that group synergy, I would say it's like the most important thing we've had to work on.
Well, you certainly have it. It's clear that you have it here.
Thank you.
And maybe the last thing, maybe some advice to up-and-coming singers if they wanted to get involved in something like this.
Well, you got to do your work, and you've got to practice your instrument, your reading in your ears, everything that all great musicians do. I don't separate anybody from the pack. So, and yeah, just be great musicians and work on your craft.
All right, well, speaking of great musicians and great music, I think it's time for another song. What do you think?
Definitely.
What are we going to hear?
So this next tune is going to be an a cappella tune. It is I Get Along Without You Very Well, originally a Hoagie Carmichael song, and this is arranged by Bill Price, and it will feature our amazing soprano, Kelly Perez, and our baritone, Chris Santiago, and I hope you enjoy.
I get along without you very well. Of course I do. Except when soft rains fall and drip from leaves that I recall. The thrill of being sheltered in your arms.
Of course I do. But I get along without you very well.
You're listening to the FIU Music Hour on WDNA 88.9 FM with FIU's Panthonics. We'll be right back after these messages. And now we are back with our show with the Panthonics under the leadership of Professor Lisanne Lyons. And what is the next tune we're going to hear?
So the next tune that we're doing is called Where I Belong, written by Lawrence Hopgood and Kurt Elling. And today we're doing the Carrie Marsh arrangement. It's going to feature a wonderful soloist and tenor, Manny Garcia. I hope you guys enjoy.
Amazing.
Thank you so much. This next tune is going to be a solo by our wonderful mezzo-soprano, Beatriz Guzman.
And now the purple dusk of twilight time steals across the meadows of my heart. High up in the sky, those little stars climb, always reminding me that we're apart. You wander down the lane and far away, leaving me a song that will not die. Love is now the stardust of yesterday, the music of the years gone by. Sometimes I wonder why I spend the lonely nights dreaming of a song. That melody haunts my reverie, and I am once again with you. When our love was new, and each kiss an inspiration. Oh, but that was long ago. Now my consolation is in the stardust of a song beside a garden wall. When stars are bright, you are in my arms. The nightingale sings his fairy tale of paradise where roses grew, though I dream in vain. In my heart it will remain, my stardust melody, the memory of love's refrain. Thank you.
So we just heard Stardust, and that was Beatriz Guzman one more time, featuring Juan Tabon on piano. The next tune we're going to be doing is kind of the continuation of Beatrice's little moment in the show, which will feature her as a soloist. This is Just the Two of Us by the amazing Bill Withers, and this is an Amanda Taylor arrangement.
I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through to make those rainbows in my mind. When I think of you sometime, I want to spend some time with you. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Oh, just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I. We look for love, no time for tears. Wasted water's all that is, and it don't make no flowers grow. Good things might come to those who wait, not for those who wait too late. We gotta go for all we know. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Oh, just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I. My reflection in your eyes. Tell me what I need. You're the one I realize. So I need you. Love will tell you every day. You have made me feel this way. Find it in your heart to say you want me to. I see the crystal raindrops fall on the window down the hall, and it becomes a morning dew. And darling, when the morning comes and I see the morning sun, I wanna be the one with you. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Oh, just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I. Oh, just the two of us. We'll make it if we try. Oh, just the two of us. Oh, just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Ooh, just the two of us. We'll make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us.
sun goes shining
Thank you so much, everybody. Now we bring you something a little bit different. This is going to be a quartet. We had Isabella Rodriguez's senior recital this past Friday, so we thought it would be fun to share this little piece that we put together for her recital with you today, this Tuesday. This is A Nightingale Sang in Berkeley Square, originally a Manning Sherwin tune. This is arranged by Jean Perling, and it's going to feature, of course, Isabella.
That certain night, the night we met, there was magic abroad in the air. There were angels dining at the Ritz, and a nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. I may be right, I may be wrong, but I'm perfectly willing to swear that when you turned and smiled at me, a nightingale sang in Berkeley Square.
The moon that lingered over London town, poor puzzled moon, he wore a frown.
Oh, how could he know we two were so in love?
The whole darn world seemed
Upside down, the streets of town were paved with stars. It was such a romantic affair, and as we kissed and said goodbye, a nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. A nightingale sang, a nightingale sang. The streets of town
were paved with stars. It was
such a romantic affair, and as we kissed and said goodbye, a nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. Ooh, ooh, ooh. A nightingale sang in Berkeley Square.
Fantastic. Now, we have an interesting and kind of wonderful situation. We actually have a little extra time for one extra song before we do our break. What piece would you like to add to the repertoire for us?
Sure. We will be wrapping this up, I guess, with something completely different from anything we've done so far. This is a pretty fast swing. This is Cottontail, originally by Duke Ellington, words by John Hendricks, and this is one of our very good friends, Tim Brent's arrangement. And this will feature, and when I say feature, I mean feature Chris Myers right here. So I hope you enjoy, and thank you so much.
Way back in my childhood, I heard a story so true about a funny bunny stealing some food from a garden he knew. His mama got worried. She told the bunny one day, better watch a farmer leave what I say or he'll blow you away. He knew his mama was right, so why don't he do what she say? Maybe he just don't dig it. Why does this happen? 'Cause he's a rabbit. I've heard the old story. One rabbit's little brink luck, but they're much more luckier match if the rabbit's attached.
And in the morning we carried the dents. I found a hole in the fence. And in the morning when things are still, and I crawl through the hole and eat my fill. The other rabbits say I'm taking tears, maybe do wrong, but who cares? I'm a hooked rabbit. Yeah, I got a carrot habit. Every day I'm trying to avoid it. What'll I do? I know that I enjoy it. Really true, I beg your mama's pardon. All the time I'm in for the garden. Everything's free when the farmer's snapping. Every little carrot is a stone delight, and I keep forgetting that it ain't right. So one day when I was deep in the meal, that farmer pulled a real sneaky deal. Came at me with a big shotgun, and did I run? Well, I hustled really swiftly as I could. Yeah, slid from there without a second to spare. I could hear the bullets flying through the air. I could hear the words Mama told me. If Mama knew, she would scold me. I got a real true feeling. If I got away to stop my stealing. The farmer, he really had sense. He plugged up the hole in the fence. Had me running madly around the garden looking for a hole to crawl in. Any little hole to crawl
Hey, you picked up what I say. Hard-head rabbit, better kick your habit. Your mama told you, better hop. You better stop to crop the crop. You get saltines and guns for you because carrots and you make a very good stew.
Son, he's got you on the run, so you better find a quiet little corner where the farmer never comes. You got plenty of patches, so you snuggle in between them. Take what I mean, you gotta run to hide to keep them easy.
Run, you rabbit, run. Now you had your fun. Run before you leave the shotgun. Run on, run. Oh, well, you know, while you're in a panic, you're forgetting the garden gate. All you gotta do is say run away. Right now, the farmer thinks he's had you. Really is itching to see your plate. Don't you mean it? By the hole in the fence, you can beat it with some natural sense. Rub yourself around the fence along the way. Keep on running until you run a decade. You know the farmer really scared you to death. You never figured he was out gunning. Better watch out while you're catching your breath. You know the need it when you're out running. Maybe now you remember what your mom told you.
Now you know the reason that your boss told you.
So hit the gate and then you're ready to wail. And when you do,
You show them any tell.
Cottontail!
Hurry up, better change our plan.
Cottontail!
Better run from the farmer man.
Cottontail!
Ooh, you best make tracks.
Cottontail! You doggone pesky hair.
Head for home running.
Cottontail!
Got to wail to show good tail.
Cottontail! Cottontail!
Don't ever run when you
Cottontail! Now you're going home to Momsy and Popsy and your little brothers Popsy and Mopsy. Now you're gonna do what Mama intended. Now you know your carrot stealing is ended. I've heard the old story. One rabbit's little brink luck, but they're much more luckier match if the rabbit's attached.
You've been listening to the FIU Jazz Student Singing Combo, the Panthonics, under the leadership of Professor Lisanne Lyons and featuring FIU vocalists Manny Garcia, Beatriz Guzman, Chris Myers, Kelly Perez, Isabella Rodriguez, and Chris Santiago, and musicians Juan Tobon, Ricky Risquez, and Victor Sanchez on the FIU Music Hour on WDNA 88.9 FM. I've been your faculty host, Dr. Russ Spiegel, and along with our producer, Dr. Karen Velas, we'd like to thank our production crew, FIU grad students Najee McLean and Samantha Stern, who have done a fantastic job this semester. WDNA's sound and tech wizard, Alex Aldrich, and the staff of WDNA 88.9 FM for today's broadcast. If you would like more information on all our programs, make sure to call 305-348-2896 or simply like our Facebook and or Instagram page to stay up to date with all our upcoming performances. Thank you so much for joining us, and make sure to join the FIU Music Hour for more great music every Tuesday, 11 a.m. to noon. And thanks again to our guests. And we have time for one more song to play it out, if I'm looking correctly, or maybe even two. Do you have anything you want to throw at us? So what are we going to be hearing here?
We're going to do Just Friends.
Fantastic.
Yeah, you guys can play. Just Friends in G. Can we do it?
Just friends, lovers no more. We're just friends, but it's not like before. To think of what we've been and not to kiss again seems like pretending. It isn't the ending. Oh, we're just two friends drifting apart. We're just two friends, but with one broken heart. We've loved, we've laughed, and we've cried, and then suddenly love died. The story ends, and we're just friends. But the tree out. But the tree babu tree babu de bab. But a tree but a tree babu de bab. Babu babu tree bab de babu de babu de bab. Dip up, ba-do, dip up, dip up, dip up, dip up, dip up, dip up, Here we go. Just friends, lovers no more. Oh, we're just friends, but it's not like before. To think of what we've been and not to kiss again seems like pretending it isn't the ending. Oh, we're just two friends, just drifting apart. Oh, we're just two friends, but with one broken heart. We've loved, we've laughed, and we've cried, and then suddenly love died. The story ends, oh, the story ends. The story ends, and we're just friends.